Okay, we are at Clear Lake, California, and we are at a shore where there used to be a lot of brush and higher water. It's all cleared out. We have the Mine Lab Equinox 800, trenching shovel, Garrett pinpointer, and the first target is a pull top, but you can tell that we have some age on the site, so I'll let you know if we find anything fun. Today's mostly about me enjoying it, so I just brought the camera in case if I see cool stuff. I will definitely record it for you. Volcano, that's cool. 2 million year old lake, that's cool. So first coin of the day. So that's a good thing. And it is a Lincoln. It's a copper. It's from 80 years before they switched it in. But we're on the board with a coin. It's just been pop tops and chunks of the wood. So that's all the rest of what we got off of that beach. More aluminum, pop tops, a couple sinkers, stuff like that. So I am going to move up to some of the older, less modern populated beaches and look for older finds. So hunting some silvers and some gold rings and the usual. Doesn't always disappoint. It's just a hard hunt sometimes. Okay, we are at, I think, our third or our fourth beach. It's a little skinny one here between the docks. It is actually public. There's the sign. And I got here a bunch of dig holes here. So I filled those back in. The plants in them are still fresh. So boo on somebody. But I went ahead and pulled out the detector because usually when you see that, it means that there's going to be good karma for whoever does fill in their holes. It's just how it works. I got this big old St. Christopher metal. So there's as close as I can get it zoomed in. It just says St. Christopher protect us. It's nice and ornate. It's all cut out and it's heavy. You know, it's a nice little piece of silver. I'm sure it's silver because the way it's colored. It turns black in this water. And it's super hot. Super hot. I'm hiding in the shade. But yeah, you know, that unskunked me for the whole day. So I'm actually hunting down in the tall stuff, but it's where it wasn't detected before. So it paid off. Next 3 targets, a nipply thing. I don't know what that is really. And then 2 quarters. It's an old heavy brass nipply thing. It's got 2 spots where screws go through, no other things. And a nipple. 73.75, 1 cent, 73, 1 cent. Valve, toy car, sinker, nickel, 5 cent, and another 25 cent. And yeah, we pulled a silver, so we might move on to the next one. I'm watching, this is like 1.5 feet deep. I'm watching probably bass chase minnows into the shallows. It's crazy. I wish I had my pole. But that's all this was just this little beach in between these 2 docks. So finish cleaning it out and then move on. Huh. Well, there is the end of a long-term mystery. I've been going up and down this creek for a lot of episodes in the quest for details, and we were looking at all of the bricks that we found that were melted, like from high heat. Well, look what I just stumbled upon, because I thought that I saw some sort of white sedimentary rock. We happened to be near the same creek that we hounded in and found all that stuff. And look at that, that's crazy. That's cement and bricks and cement and stuff piled in there. Layer after layer. I don't know why, except for thinking that it's a dump or something, but look what's in the dump. I mean, every single brick is a wedged kiln brick with its inside burnt and melted. Every single one, that same pattern. So took apart a huge kiln and used those bricks and a bunch of cement, or this was the dumpings of a oh, maybe the dumpings of a place where they make lye, because I know you have to take limestone and bake it at a certain temperature in a kiln, and then you dig that back out and crush it, and that's what makes cement, you know, the mortar of cement. So that would be my best guess as to what they were doing, and then why there's cement slag. So maybe there was a cement company around here. There is a quarry, so maybe they were using rocks there, which is typical, and doing their own lime, you know, converting limestone into mortar and stuff. And realizing that this whole other thing here is a big old dump too. By dump, you know, pretty clean compared to other things that are dumped. So it's just going back to nature. But crazy. Premium live something, Livermore something. But even over here, so there's a mountain of bricks here, and then a whole nother mountain, and they're melted, man. These are bricks that are meant for fire, and they got to such a temperature that they just completely melted. And for those of you that have been watching the rock hunting videos from years and years ago up to even current, about a year ago now, that's why they were in the creek. We were all speculating in the comments and stuff as to why they would be in the creek. So because they were doing something really hot, a lot of something really hot, and apparently maybe when all your bricks get melted halfway through, you have to rebuild it, or I don't know, maybe it was just over at that point and they weren't producing, so they took their 2 huge kilns. Oh, Premier Livermore. Wonder if that's Livermore, California. That's pretty cool. I wonder if the one that says stock is Stockton. Huh. Yeah. Wow, well, I wish this was closer to my house. I mean, it's semi-near, but I would figure out how to get a permission on this and rebuild with it. You could make some heck of big smokehouses with these puppies. What's this one say? Livermore. Probably Livermore, California. Lawrence and Livermore Laboratories, where a family of mine worked. Okay, so weird intro, but we were going metal detecting. We were on the road to that, and looked over and saw the white sediment, and then got out here, realized what it was, and then realized that we were at the headwaters of that creek we're in. So there you go. That's where that was coming from. And I'm thinking mortar production, because look what's mixed with it. Like, I don't know why else. This isn't really for retainment or anything, you know. And it sure looks like cement places where I've seen where they dump their stuff out for whatever reason, so it doesn't set up on them after they've mixed it. So, and now we walk back because we are metal detecting. Oh, see you there. Wow, that's a long ways up there, right? Okay, we are on site. Wild oats and 6 inches down. Older bullets, but not that old. Okay, first target, bullet. Signal is 18 on here on the Equinox Mine Lab 800. And I'm in park mode 1. And my sensitivity set at 20. I'm going to turn it down to 18, and maybe these won't be mistaken so easily, but I'm not going to blame it for getting all excited about a square nail. I do too. I get excited for square nails. Wow, I tell you what a difference a couple weeks makes. We had rain, sun, late rains after big grass was growing. Everything is knee deep. I'm going to get out here and give it a try. We found cool stuff here It's an 1800 site. Okay. Okay. That's how deep we are. And, hey, we got a horseshoe. Yeah. Come on. That'll work. It's a nice one, too. It's a nice one. Okay, it makes you feel better. Take that puppy home. Face it up so it holds our luck. I gave up on all that. So, you'll have to forgive me. This will be, maybe the first half of a furthering, continuing adventure. But, we did give it a chance. We did give it a shot. Did come out and see what was here. Just wanted to stop and film these wild pigs. Yeah, you. Pig! He's cute. He's cute. They're funny because they're black and they're hanging out with all the cows. Like, what? You guys don't gotta leave. You can hang out with cows. And the rest of the cows that they're blending in with. It's kind of funny. Okay. Good morning. We're at Fuller Park in Napa, the town of Napa in Napa County. It's an old park. It's got old trees. It's got old grass. It's all lumpy because their trees are taller than the grass, which means it hasn't been sodded in and blah, blah, blah. It's early morning and we're going to detect a little bit. I'm with you. That's my nostrils. There you go. Okay, first coin out of the site. It looks like there's been a lot of people here doing their homework. This is a 1991 25-cent US. Well, I have been digging, I promise. But we found 2 zinc pennies, the quarter I showed you. Yeah, enjoying the morning at least. We have her permission, and it's headlamps and chaos from here on out. But I'll show you the gold coins when we find them. Stay tuned. Wow, so we are following a road out into a herd of cows. I just met the landowner or land steward, and he directed me out yonder. Believe that I see Raya's rig out here, and the road leads out here too. And there's our moonrise for the night.
Getting mellow, getting a cool breeze. Out here in the star thistles, whacking it.
Yeah, it's pretty tall, but not too tall. Where there's new pennies, there could be old pennies. I got a zinc.
This one's not zinc. This one's actually an older one.
Good work.
Red.
Copper.
Can't see the date because I'm blind at
Memorial. But the trees are 100 years old, and that's a crossroads.
Yeah.
We're literally in the middle of the valley, like literally like where 2 highways cross and stuff, you know? So
yeah, it seemed like all the roads, like there was a bunch of roads that came out or from over to here. Like there was like 1, 2, and then a third one that kind of came into this field here and then ended or terminated out here. So
yeah, no, there seemed to be a point, and then trees like this are usually what's left. 1977 penny. That means we're gonna find a silver.
Yeah. Alright. I like it.
Big old quarter.
Yeah, the zinc in there.
Big old ant.
You got a quarter?
Quarter from 1971.
Yeah, dude. Nice. You're right in the window there. I was thinking, it seems like the road might have come in from right over there.
Aluminum, a lot of that. But working through it. Gotta dig a lot of aluminum. Gotta dig a lot of signal. Way over to the tree. It is a gnarly old plum tree. Look at that. Ugh, somebody's fruit tree. That's how long they'll grow beyond you. Look at these ants there, boy. Look at the size of my finger compared to one. They're crazy, and they're covering the entire ground. They're as big as like what people are afraid of for spiders, you know?
I'm standing in the whole road.
No, so am I.
They're leaving me alone.
I really haven't had one even climb on my boot yet for how many there are. You expect to get one on your body? Got another memorial. Yes, we will bring you in here on the quest for details. Line sticking out of the center of that oak. You see that?
Yeah.
Halfway through. And meanwhile, he's digging a relic.
I thought it was just probably going to be a piece of fencing.
And yeah, here's the basic lay of it. So it's a flat spot along a creek. And a big, huge oak. Well, what I do see is a good sign. There's a fence that wrapped around this whole little flat area here. Which to me always means that quite possibly it was a little house site. Oh. You know, because you keep the livestock out in those days.
Here I thought it was going to be a little bowl or something, but yeah, just a piece of pipe.
It's a metal ring.
Maybe.
Base of an oak. But yeah, right there, I think that is like a road down to the water. Oh. Kinda, and I see remnants of fence line all the way around this little square. Including sticking out of these trees that look kind of like a row line. So that to me says maybe they were keeping their cattle and everything out of their little house site, you know, where your yard would be. Okay, this is where we've ended up. Uriah gave up on me and went home. He had to go take care of the dogs and stuff. I came out here. There's Mount Canocti. We are actually in the city of Clear Lake, except for during regular water years, this would all be underwater. There's the main public swimming beach by the main place in town. But there's broken glass and stuff everywhere out here. So it's been a really long history of habitation, both before and after European settlers. So pretty dense. What we got so far is big old piece of lead. And then I was just looking, there's a lot of broken glass. A lot of it looks, you know, older. Just found this, so it looks like it had some sort of screw top. It bells out. And it's got a beautiful little pattern to it. And it was glass. I was thinking it could be a cup, but then I realized no, because it had a threaded end here. If anybody knows what that is, but it's feeling like it's got some age because we just don't do that type of thing anymore. It could have been, well, there's no filament. There's nothing that passes through there. So I don't know. I don't know what that would have screwed on, what that would have sat in. But we're keeping it, and it's a beautiful little relic as far as I'm concerned. And that's what I'm doing. I'm hunting around out here in the weird stuff. Town was a little thick with people. Look at the color of that. Can you see the blue toxic world blowing in here? Who knows? So that's what we're doing. We have the mine lab still, and we are still looking for metal. We did get a key at one of those stops, and I have got these coins on the way across the park. The oldest was a 1 cent, a 25 cent here, and then 2 other 1 cents. And they're like 78 or 68 is the youngest. Show them what you found. We're at another lot on another day at another point.
Little cap gun.
Yeah, good stuff.
It's all still all crusty with dirt.
It's another Uriah permission, and we're going over it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got a little car, and then a bunch of coins, and a mystery coin that might be old. These are all pennies, 1 cent US. And standing on his corner.
Equinox 800 on the patrol.
Yep, 2 Equinox. Oh, what do you got?
A nickel, probably. Let's see. Another cut rock, it looks like almost. No, tin can.
Tin can.
No, where is it?
Oh shit.
Oh, there it is.
aluminum. Another penny. Hoping for wheat. It's a memorial. We have not gotten earlier than like the 70s. It's 72. I'm pushing them back. Although we have this coin, which I think might be a coin. I'm hoping it's not a punch out, because it seems to have a little rim around it. But might be.
To have a little star in it too, if you ask me.
Yeah, he says he sees a star right there. Man, I think I just thumbed through your star. It says like dirt on it, so we might need to scrub it more. Looks nickel size. And I cannot see any more details, even zooming in. Might have been a token, and it's wiped out. Okay, a whole bunch of toothbrushing later. And I can't be convinced of what it is, except for I do definitely see it's probably got its low edge, so it was some sort of token. Oh, that might say something there. I actually just got jewelry. Oh, and it looks like it's marked. Did we just pull silver out of here? Sterling. Some sort of white stone. It's chalky as heck. I would guess like a magnesite or something is the only white chalky thing, which was precious but not necessarily set into a necklace. Maybe it was some sort of alabaster face and it's just long gone. Let's take it to the rock guy. Mark Sterling brooch. Some sort of thing in the front, but it's like white and chalky.
Yeah, dude. Wow. It almost looks like the feng shui kind of type deal, you know, like they're the
It says Sterling.
not feng shui, but like the what was that? Stop recording now.
You're on there. I was trying to think of what would be chalky. I was like, magnesite? Who would put just like a gob of magnesite on it?
Glued it to the, but it's like kind of like the I Ching or the feng shui symbol with the octagon like that.
Okay. And yeah, a shell. That makes sense.
Almost looks like nail marks.
And clamped on there. Yeah, no, that's definitely, and it would explain that. Like in a fossil bed, you get that same when they're like switched over.
That's a cool find.
That is awesome. That was right there.
Hold on.
Yeah. Don't know what that is. Copper cap. Could have been from some sort of pipe. That looks awesome.
It's like a little hatchet. It's got the little line down there.
It is nice no matter what. It's definitely a relic. It's definitely like probably even handmade.
Definitely.
It looks like uneven. You know, somebody made like a little tool for their purpose.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so nice.
What'd you get?
That is nice. I got a buckle.
Oh, right. You did not.
That little flat brass. I think.
Oh, that's sweet, dude. Hell yeah.
Some green patina.
Yeah, that's old school.
Flat, maybe you know, early 19. The beginning of stamping.
That's beautiful. Yeah, that's definitely.
It's green.
That's definitely
Carefully lift that off and just leave that green on there if I can.
Yeah.
Kept its green as gave it a light brushing. That's probably where I will leave it. That is beautiful. You can only get that from losing it and finding it. The joy of a digger. Ah, not like with coolness, but size.
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh, buddy.
Boom.
Yeah, that's where I found a big old steel block.
Oh. Yeah. That might be my coolest find on this site. It is, it had metal, had a little piece of loop there where a strap would go through. A little bit of ornateness that would have been raised up and domed. Looks like it was copper with steel or iron in the middle. And then a little silver wash to the whole thing, which screams like a bridal rosette. We're out here in the west, so very well could be. It's too big for a human to wear. That is not a little safety pin. That's where the strap goes through. That's what I'm thinking.
Hopefully for there something groovy. Oh, yeah, it's a bell. Yeah, looks like a bell. I'm not mistaken. Some kind of a dinger right there, looks like.
Wow. More ornateness too. I didn't show. Oh, that's got beautiful little stuff going around it.
Yeah, some like Hindi or something. Squigglies.
Yeah, squigglies, paisleys.
Yeah.
Even though they're not.
All right.
I think it's a bridal rosette.
Oh yeah.
See the strap, and then iron, then copper with the silver wash, and that would have been domed up with a little wreathing. You know, like one of the big old straps on the front.
Yeah.
Silver Spanish saddle, or whatever those are called. With the locust tree, some of the first that a pioneer would put in because they're so hardy.
Never know.
You never know.
My last silver was aluminum as well. So that was in 1862, by the way. It wasn't in 1862.
The $50?
Yeah. Finally got it on. Forgot about that until I saw your video.
That's a correction.
Misinformation to the masses.
Okay. No, that makes a difference because for coin people too, you know? The mint and the year. No. What the heck did you just do in front of me?
What? You got that on camera, right?
I did. Yes, I did. We're recording. Yay! It's a good thing we just started babbling.
Oh, man.
I'm pretty stoked on that. That could be anything. We're in a town that had land grants and everything since.
I did find another token here, but it said like non-refundable. I thought it was like I thought it was a Chinese token because it had the silver was like the hole was punched out in the square in the middle.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's a Chinese token. I cannot see what it says. Look, there's a bunch of...
It's bigger than the shell game.
They got a bunch of words on it. Oh yeah, it is a presidential. Look at that.
Yeah, but not the shell. Something different.
Yeah.
It's like a heavier, nice one.
This one is actually like
it's like
probably
bronze,
copper or brass or something. That's an oldie. But I found one that...
That is a nicely made token. I mean, very coin-like. Or metal. Commemorative metal. I'd say that goes, that's more in the metal. You know what I mean? A commemorative. I don't know.
I'll have to read what it says when I get it.
Yeah, and then all the factoids on the back. It's just so coin made.
Sounds nice.
Dude, that's a copper. Nice round in the hole. Woohoo! At the base of the tree too.
Yeah. Nothing too special.
Yeah.
Maybe an older one there. I don't get the date off of it, but that one might be
good haul,
actually worth something. Yeah. So much for picked over, huh?
Yeah, those are my best finds. You guys saw all of those. That was a good little stop. That ended up being a video. We did a video.
Hey.
Okay, we are in a very old and very huge, one of California, maybe even North America's largest parks. We are in Chico, California. It's groomed, but not too groomed. It's wild grasses that they keep nice and made into lawns. Seems very okay for digging, and the population content is just massive. It's a college town here in America, in California, and it's just, it probably has a lot of signals in the ground. So without no further ado, let's jump out there and look for some details. And it's a Monday, so everybody is in school, and these trees are just, it's a huge sycamore park with a creek running down it. It's 5 miles long, I'm not joking. Looks like this most of the way, with swimming areas included. So, he's using a little digging knife today. And that's what we're going to do. So, we're going to coin shoot. Yeah, look for good stuff. Well, First signal is a coin, and it's 1964 pennies. So here in the U.S., that's a year we switch from silver to clad in the coins. Not this one, of course. It's a 1 cent, but it's a good sign. 89 dimes. There's a really good sign in that park. Gotta love when you find a square now. Well, 2 1977s in a row, so that's usually our lucky sign. And even just for one. But I'm getting hot and bothered and wanting to go home. So, I don't know. We'll keep swinging, I guess. 1998 quarter. And we have found, you know, an entire handful of modern coins. So, not doing bad. But ain't counting the good yet. 76 quarters on it. Well, I visually just kind of saw that ring laying there and swept over it to make sure it was real. But I think we have a ring. In fact, I'm pretty sure we have a ring. That one has been there a while, but you can see it's got little ornate patterns in it. Yay! Not sure what it's made out of. But a ring it is. Okay, there you go. Mission accomplished, because it's about to go home and it's just literally daylighting right there. What's it ring up? 1920. I would have got it. Okay, cool.